back. Another rousing episode of Synergy Bonus here for our Tabletop Thursdays. Tuesdays. Fuck it. Any day that begins with a T.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
As you do. So!
I think that might violate the terms and conditions on YouTube. Please don't flag us.
First off, I am drinking basically liquid peach rings. It was an experiment.
Greg apparently is drinking anger in a glass.
So what else is new?
Speaking of
And
experiments,
it's,
it's definitely anger in a glass.
It's my turn to white girl it up tonight with the Harvest Pumpkin Wheat from Blue Moon.
He's touching my beer!
Anyway, you can't run for freaking Supreme Court justice.
He doesn't like beer enough.
I like beer. Do you like beer?
Anyways,
I like
Done.
beer.
Done. We're not a political channel. Done.
anyways, this guy here, again, has subjected us to another one of these.
Another blind unboxing.
And I'm going to give it to this one here to open since I had the fun last time.
Cue Second Amendment. You're just
Hulk Hogan! Pugmire!
There you go.
Pugmire!
Ah!
You touched it.
Oh yeah, Pugmire. I know about Pugmire.
So you've actually heard of this one before.
I've heard of this one before.
Okay.
The Corgi Rogue
I think it's
on
a
here.
ranger, actually.
Whatever.
Yeah.
To me, it's a rogue. Anyways.
There are no rogue dogs. All dogs are good dogs.
Actually, no. There's a pre-made called The Cult of the Postman, and that's all about road dogs.
So yeah, Trav, would you tell us about Pugmire a little bit?
It's D&D with dogs.
Kind of. It's actually a dystopian alternate future where genetically uplifted dogs live in what's functionally a fantasy world. Any science sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from magic. So it's Earth. It's way far in the future. The dogs don't know how far. Humans are gone. They don't like to use the word extinct because they've elevated humans to a godlike status.
The code of the good dog.
The code of man. Everybody strives to be a good dog.
You keep talking. I gotta see this Jesus dog again.
Yeah.
The shepherd?
The shepherd. Literally a shepherd. That is a German shepherd.
No, that's a
Is he a
German
collie?
shepherd. That's a collie.
Oh, that's a collie.
It's a border collie, which is a shepherding dog.
Now, the big difference is that there are actual monsters in here, or demons. They refer to them as the unseen. And
Cats.
All dogs... No, cats are genetically uplifted cats as well. They have their own kingdom, the Monarchies of Mao. It's a spin-off game.
Mao Satan.
This husky has a plan. I want you to know this. He's got a plan of attack, and yes, he is a good dog.
He's a husky. I've owned huskies. Their plan generally involves, we're gonna run.
Well, you see, the bone is buried right here, and he's leading his troops.
He's a husky paladin.
Yes, he is, actually.
It's right up your alley, then.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
All dogs can sense the... Yeah, we're sorry, man. Yeah.
Both.
All dogs can sense
Both?
the... Yeah.
Oh,
Can sense
that's
the
too bad.
unseen. Pugs, however, have the innate ability to see the unseen, hence the reason that they are the ruling class. Yeah, there's the rogue.
Jack Rat Terrier.
Mm-hmm. The Corgi Paladin just did it. Did him in.
I really don't know if I'll be able to find this. I'm sure I will, but here you go.
Wait, it's a corgi paladin. All we have to do is run marginally faster than it.
I can't.
It's the poofy ears.
Papillon. That's a schnauzer.
That is.
It's a schnauzer, yeah.
It's Trav's Drexel.
Aw. Alright.
Okay, so what I'm going to tell you about this, now that I've opened it and just really... I can't. I'm going to just laugh so hard. This book is much smaller than any other core book here, in terms of actual size here, not thickness.
Yeah.
But, it reminds me of like a hardcover novel,
Yeah.
is what it reminds me of.
Or like a Thomas Sowell book.
Yeah.
This was a Kickstarter, correct?
It was.
Okay.
Beyond a Kickstarter, it was kind of a... the designer gives the backstory like this. He was working really hard on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. and he was sort of in a position of writer's block one night, and he's just sitting at home, and it's storming and it's thundering, and his two pugs have picked a corner of the room to stare up at and yap at endlessly without any break, and there's nothing he can do to get them to stop, and he's wondering if he sees something that they don't. And that kind of merged with his work on 5th edition, and this is the end result. And he kickstarted it. Onyx Path pushed it pretty heavily, and I think they actually wound up as... Yep, Onyx Path picked it up after the Kickstarter worked. And the Kickstarter went over so well that there's all kinds of stuff that you can find. Most of it's available on RPG, drive-thru-RPG.com. But there's like audio books. There's actual novels are forthcoming. There are a dozen or so pre-made modules already out there. We've got like posters of the playtesters' characters and so on.
Which are probably the characters on the cover.
So, again, you said this was a Kickstarter, though.
Yes, it was.
The outside is very nice, well put together, hardcover. I love hardcover. The inner pages are matte, but it's full color, and which is I really like that. However, I noticed here just flipping through it,
The spine's kind of
the spine is kind of weak, and it wants to open to a certain page here.
Yeah, looks like it's
So-
right in the middle there.
Right, yeah, definitely. Like, I heard it kind of going a little bit when I was thumbing
The
through.
binding's not great.
Right.
Don't blame me for opening it.
No, I'm not going to blame anyone for this. It's
It's
just...
a drive-through RPG kind of print-on-demand thing, so
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm blaming anybody for that.
The only books that like were worse than this were the Vampire 3rd edition books. Those were pretty...
Older Shadowrun, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's pretty, it's colorful.
I'm actually
The
kind of
layout seems to
excited.
be pretty good. As you were flipping through it, it looked
Yeah,
a lot
everything
more logical than
our last
the last one. Yeah.
unboxing here. I'm actually kind of excited for this. I mean, it's a ridiculous concept, and I love ridiculous things.
Yep. It's also toned down a little bit in the rules department. I mean, it is lifted largely from 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, but it's meant to be an entry-level game for new gamers. This is supposed to be, and part of the silliness goes into this, something that you can put down with your kids as a way of introducing them to gaming.
What about you, Greg? What's your thoughts and takeaways on this?
I'm interested to play it.
If I'm not mistaken, you were mentioning there was a system in this with the tokens.
Yes.
Well, why don't we touch on that real quick, and then we'll just kind of cut it here. We don't want to get too long with it on something we haven't.
Let's see if I remember. It's been a while since I read this. So when it's kind of like the inspiration stuff from 5th edition D&D, when the story or when the characters do something phenomenal, be it really funny, really stupid, really clever, whatever inspires the dungeon master, he gets to give them a token, or sometimes they get put into like a big fishbowl in the middle as a collective pot rather than individual tokens, and you can pull those out at various times to affect the story and make things go really your way or really not your way for comedic effect. And it's an interesting system that if we do a more full review on the game itself rather than just the unboxing, I'll want to go into in more detail when it's more fresh in my mind.
I'm really excited for this, honestly. Pugmire. So
Pugmire from Onyx Path.
I'm interested to play it, but then again, I've also been wanting to play a Redwall game for a while.
Yep.
exactly.
Bugstay. That's this gets a lot of accusations of being a Redwall ripoff, but it's unique enough in the lore that I've read that I wouldn't go that route.
You could say it's a homage, or
I'm gonna definitely
Pays
say
tribute.
there's some influences in it. Yeah, absolutely. But
Well, I'd say with that,
until we actually play it,
good night. Good gaming.
Hey guys, Vegorax here. If you like what you heard, go ahead and give us a little thumbs up with the like icon down below.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment. And if you want to watch a different video, click over here.
And always, as always, good night and good gaming.